grab this stereo. I said no! I said no party time!
Alright, that's turned off.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
Put it down now. Put it down now. Game on, bitch. No!
It's not that bad. It's not gonna
Yes,
hurt
it
you.
is.
Okay.
It's hurting my ears. You know I don't feel well. All you care about is that stupid show. And everybody knows that.
It hurts you.
Let me see.
Stop,
Yes, you're doing it.
stop getting the song.
They keep the music down.
You don't like the song?
I didn't say that. You know I don't feel well. I am making a phone call right now.
Alright, let me turn it down.
Yes, and I've asked you 10 times in the past 2 minutes.
Alright, let me just flag it. I'll flag it. And I got it right here.
Get it out of the way. I can't control everything.
Nobody can.
And then I was on my phone maybe about an hour and a half. I don't feel like having a party because you're going about a
I'm not doing
car.
that. I'm just trying to figure out this song. It's recorded on vinyl.
I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I know. The ambulance should be fired right there.
No, not them.
No, the ambulance. Look at the other guy behind him, though.
Yeah, I know.
They gotta watch out.
You were going too slow. The ambulance went this way, and that motherfucker had to cut us off. And you know what? We're gonna see you at the fucking red light. Welcome to fucking Las Vegas Trail. And you're getting distracted by that damn shit. Make sure nothing falls out. Watch out for that damn shit.
I gotta figure it out. Okay.
You already know the song.
I know it. I gotta figure it out.
Quit it before I break the knob.
Alright, I understand. Doesn't have to be that loud.
Ask you nicely to keep it down. I'm not feeling well.
I understand.
Understand what?
I understand that not everything's perfect right now.
I didn't
I
say
gotta
everything
turn
has to
down-
be
I
perfect.
gotta turn down.
That's it.
Got it.
You're hitting the volume right now on your steering wheel.
Got it right
A
here.
fancy steering wheel. I never had one because you never took me to get a battery in my car.
Well, I didn't have the $180 for the battery at the time.
Songs get annoying for the 50th time in the past 10 minutes.
I know. It's not gonna hurt you. Just give it a
It's
second.
hurting me.
Alright. Turn it down.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the plate.
Fucking went down.
Just trying to figure out what they're doing.
Who?
That trailer, he's holding the trailer. plate. They have to have plates on that.
There is a plate. You just can't
No,
read
because there could be an accident.
Go around it. Let's
I know
see.
he's got hazards on, so we'll see what we got. We'll get him reverse right here. It's these work trucks are very dangerous. So just stay calm. SLK 1182. No plate on the trailer. And no front plate. So I'll have to go back to Dallas. Get the information. He almost hit me.
Yeah.
License plate, I can see barely, like it's a 100 or one something. It's a 5, number 5. He almost hit me. You gotta be kidding me, dude.
They're called cars.
I know, but I'm just taking note.
That's called a trash.
There's a fire truck that was flying out of control. The ambulance too was pretty bad too.
We almost hit that tire.
Well, the ambulance didn't really do much wrong. They were just not, like, I don't know what they were doing, but the car behind it wasn't really following the law exactly. They were like right behind the bumper of the ambulance, and then the ambulance wasn't like taking note of that. So they were just basically allowing it's called, what is it called to trailing or something? I forget the name of it. When someone's right on your tail, do you remember what it's called when someone's on your tail? Trailing. When it's bumper to bumper and they're right behind you. My friend Annie used to do it all the time to me. It's annoying.
Did you see the tire in the road?
It's against the law.
Answer the question.
I did. I don't know if I captured it though. What's it called when you tailgate?
You were too busy focusing on
your tailgate.
Illegal truck. Hold on. That illegal truck, you're too busy vlogging that. You were getting off the surface. Why do you have to vlog your shoe right now?
I'm not vlogging the shoe. I'm getting the F-18 Blue Angel.
Very, very strong smell of chlorine.
Yeah. Right. My dad bought it for me when we were in Arkansas Hot Springs. It's from Italy. He bought it at some shop. They call it a Perot mask. It's a Commedia dell'arte mask. But yes, from the character Perot. Because he has the teardrop. That makes him the sad clown. And he also has this little yarmulke thing on the top of his head that you can't see right now. He's the sad clown. Welcome, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. My question to you is, can you prove that a comment that I made against a church follower was delivered directly to him so that he would see it and cause disorder in my church? My name's Cole Spivey. I'm running for the presidency of the United States of America with the militia called RIB, the Revolutionary Independent Branch. We're investigating the military, especially the Navy. I ran into a guy that flew spy planes today at a quick car. Can you prove that you did not send a direct message to Art Bunton from MacArthur Boulevard Baptist Church, who once was a Catholic and became a Baptist? I went to a Baptist church. Can you prove that you had nothing to do with that personally? We're going to have guys investigate it. And you show us what you were doing that day when he received that specific message about how Art Bunton treats the trash. How Art Bunton treats the poor like trash. I want to know if you were aware that message was sent to him. Because I lost everything because of that. My wife left me, and she took my 3 children with her. So if you can prove that you didn't directly send that to him, that's all I'm going to ask you in front of Congress. You will be called in. So prepare now. There's going to be a man, if he's still alive, named Mike. His first name is Mike. He's an ex-DEA, drug enforcement agent. He doesn't do that anymore. He finds out if businesses cover up certain stuff to hide information. So prepare now, and we'll see you in Congress. God bless Facebook, and God bless the United States of America. So I like Facebook. They're going to help me. David Lynch, probably the greatest director in the world. 1997, starring Bill Pullman, Patricia Arquette, Balthazar Getty. It's called Lost Freaking Highway. It's actually just called Lost Highway. That's Patricia Arquette, not Patricia that won an Emmy for Sky King. Gillespie. Yeah, it's not Patricia Gillespie. I actually kind of know her. This is Arquette. My friend knows her. Well, my friend knows her sister. Johnny Whitworth knows her sister because he did a film called Hell's Kitchen together with her. We're going to watch this one. Y'all have a good night. Good night, kitty. Where is he? I break the 180 sometimes. That damn cat.
What are you doing? Big room. Oh, that was cat. What are you doing? Why are you vlogging the floor?
This is going to happen to all of them at their little party that they're going to go to. Someone's going to be in their home. That's Pullman right there, Bill Pullman. There he is. He's going to look just like that. He's going to be in their home. He's going to ask them a few questions. And I'll tell you those questions in just a minute. We've met before, haven't we? I don't think so. Where is it that you think we met? At your house, don't you remember? No, I don't. Are you sure? Of course. As a matter of fact, I'm there right now. What do you mean you're where right now? At your house. That's fucking crazy, man. Call me. Dial your number. Go ahead. I told you I was here. How'd you do that? Ask me. How did you get inside my house? You invited me. It's not my custom to go where I'm not wanted. Who are you? Give me back my phone. And that's how they're going to look. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And that's how they're going to walk away. After, you can no longer see. Cut. So tonight, a very important book that I always break out. My mom told me to get it. I'm pretty sure. It's a very, very important book. And I can see it, I just can't get it. There we go. There we go. This one. It's a 10-minute job interview. It's a best-selling series. I use these things. In Rib, in my novel Rib, if I'm not mistaken, the character Shep Dwight East is given a book that he gives him before he ships him off to Alaska to become a shepherd, basically a hide. And he gives him a book, which is, I'm not going to worry about that book, but I used it for the novel. There's 2 books my mom wanted me to have. It's this one. This one's in Shepherds of Alaska, the novel. He gives this book to Shep Dwight East so he can communicate with the Lone Star Hacker through this book as a guide. Understanding the book, they would understand numbers and turning numbers into letters so they could talk espionage. But that's a different story. That's for later. That's for my novel. But for right now, my grandfather used to have these right here. Right now, we're going to focus on this. We're going to focus on this and learn this very well. At least pick it up and look at it a little bit. It's a good book. After I watch the rest of The Lost Highway. Oh, this scene coming up is brilliant. But they play some Lou Reed. Is he in the window? No. Where is he? We're going to see why Lynch is great. I have my shot set up. Just give me a second. This is why. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Because he knew music. Here we go. Now we're good. Knock, knock, knock. This is another employee. Hi. My name is so-and-so. And I know that... Okay. I'm your relocation manager for the area with ADT. When you were closing, did someone come by? Was his name Jonathan? Yeah, he's left. Yeah, he's no longer with our company. Do you mind if I check to see on your equipment? Yeah, so we put you into a new homeowners program with ADT. It allows you a free smart home security system, and it lowers your monthly payment on your homeowner's insurance policy. Are you looking to do the standard or maybe the smart home system with a camera? Do you mind if I come in and look at the equipment? I can take my shoes off. Important thing is customers have to be respected. They have to be respected. If you can't do that, then you have to find something else. It's almost like a religion. You have to be respectful to the customer. If you can do that, then you can earn the world. You can have everything. If you can have respect, everything will be given to you. That's how it works. And when Dire Straits' Private Investigations, good song. So when things go wrong, things don't work out for you, you just have to turn around and make it work out for you and go somewhere else. If people don't like you and they tell you to leave, you gotta leave. Be respectful as you can. I probably should have put, like thrown the ADT signs on, near the desk, but I had to get out of there real quick. They were trying to sue me. And then of course the shirt, they got the shirt. So I don't know why, but they tried to give me a cease and desist. So they weren't able to. So I was able to lay down their signs and give them their equipment back, because they gave me an iPad and they got that back, and then I moved on. The actions are somewhat respectful because they got their iPad back. You want your belongings back. You want to give back to what is owed to them, or you want to give back their belongings back to them. You want to give them their shit back, and then you just move on. You don't necessarily have to be nonchalant and robot about it. That's kind of psycho. You want to be upset a little bit. It was your job. I got fired yesterday, so I knew it was going to happen, so I prepared. So what I did was I went to another interview about 2 or 3 weeks ago before this happened. That way I had a little parachute when I had to jump, because when they tell you you got to go, then you got to go. And then you be respectful. And then when you feel that it's going to happen, you go and apply somewhere else. I did a couple of places. So we're going to Kia, and I worked for them before. Kia's a great company. Personally, if the new Liberty Party takes off, I'm going to make Kia cop cars rather than Ford and Chevy. I got a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why. Because Kia is a reliable company. They're also a reliable car. They started off making go-karts. They're durable and they save gas. They'll save our country a lot of gas. They're better in gas than Ford and Chevrolet. So all these cops that leave their cop cars running all day long, and they do because they have to, they'll be able to save the American people. Gasoline will be saved. So I think they'll be okay with that because they'll save money. Oh, and also another thing I'm going to do is we're going to lower the cops' high beams. That'll save money too. They won't have as bright of high beams. We're going to investigate that. We're going to bring scientists in to find out how we can lower their high beams. That will save money too. And when we take away their lethal sidearm and just give them, a effective stun gun, which will be a stun gun that can incapacitate somebody. It won't be the type with the prongs. This will be like some type of laser device. Then we'll save trillions. We'll save trillions as a country. Guns are very expensive and dangerous because they get sued and they lose money. Okay, but they also take lives. So we're going to work on this. So Revamp Security, they're authorized with ADT. They do have an office in Bedford on the 7th floor of this Happy State Bank. Now, Why would I make the police car, the police vehicle, a Kia? Because Kia is reliable. I started off having a Kia in 2007. That was a Kia Rio. I drove that one all the way to Maine, the state of Maine, and I used it in the snow and stuff. It was a Rio. It was very, very tiny. You could push it around on the ice. Then that one transferred in 2012 to another Kia Rio with a broader base for winter. That one I purchased it, or we financed it out of Bangor, Maine. I drove that one around until around 2017, where I went to Patterson Kia, where I first worked at Patterson Kia, and we got a silver Forte that had retractable side mirrors. I just remember it had retractable side mirrors, so you get into tighter spots, and it was good with gas mileage. Then that one had a little bit of engine problems, but it's not going to happen when, like, a police officer's chasing after, a suspect, because we'll sub up their engines. We'll refine their engines, just like they do with the Ford Interceptor. We'll give them better engines. Now, because Kia will be responsible for that under the New Liberty Party. In 2019, I believe I got the fourth Rio. And that was, I'm sorry, I'm so messed up. The fourth Forte. Another Forte. And then in 2024, I got this one, which is very techy and great on gas mileage, wonderful on gas mileage. I have a job where I'm driving around all the time. That one I got in 2024. That's what this is, 2024. Great on gas mileage, and I drive it around, no problems. Now, one thing I want to say about the model that I got in 2019, it lasted me 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, for 5 years. I did work in rideshare and food delivery, and with roadie, which is package delivery, and I put more than 250,000 miles on that vehicle. When I traded it in, it was perfectly fine. There was one issue. The fan went out, so that's why I had to trade it in. The fan down here. So, other than that, they're flawless. That's a lot. 250,000 miles is a lot. Even though we say, okay, future police will drive Kia, and by law they'll have to drive Kia, and that includes the Sportage SUVs, like the Sportage and things like that, for the Interceptor. The Ford Interceptor is what they drive that looks like that. Let's say that they have to do that. It's not going to be that big of a financial move when Kia's in. They'll make money off of it, but not that big of a deal. And I'll tell you why. There's only 800,000 cops. There's billions and billions and billions of citizens. We could take them out to dinner overnight. You know what I mean? They're at the mercy of the people. If we're doing it to help the people, if they want to drive their Ford and Chevrolet, they can leave the police force. They'll drive a car that will save gas. It is absolutely essential, and it's got a 5-star rating in accidents. All Kias are good with accidents, with airbags and everything. So we'll make sure that they live through the, when they're ramming people and stuff. And what about it happened overnight? They wake up and they have to drive Kia. The police of the United States of America. The real police officers would stay and they would drive Kia. They drive the Kia car. I know they had the Ford and Chevrolet forever. I think they had Dodge too. Maybe there's been Chrysler ones, GMC, I'm not for sure. But what about they had to drive Kia? How many Kia cop cars have you seen in all 50 states? They could be saving you gas. They should take the hit for the American people. That's what their job is there for. It's not supposed to be easy. And I know Kia looks like killed in action, but that's what I think about every day. The Kia industry started in 1944. In 2019, they sold 8.1 million units. It's a lot. And they're under the finance team of Hyundai. So you got a Hyundai, they're connected to Kia. And the guy who designed Audi, he actually redesigned the honeycomb front and worked with redesigning the shape and body of Kia. The guy that worked with Audi. The guy's name is Peter Schreier. He worked with Audi. He was a designer, a car designer. He also worked with Kia. Audi's my favorite car, but I like Kia too. So only special agents will drive Audi, because we'll also maybe use Audi too for the police force. But here's the thing. I think Kia is a good exception. I think it's a good idea. Something to look into and save a little bit of gas for the American people. And we'll put ram guards on them and make them look like interceptors. Hey, listen, let them be the bad guys. Always be the good guy. Let the other guy be the bad guy. It's better to go out that way. Amen. Just go into the vehicle like this. So there's a Telluride. All right, it looks like I got it, but I do have to be drug tested and all of that jazz, and then we'll move forward from there. All right, looks like we're gonna learn about cars and how to sell for Kia. And this will be quite the journey. I met the guy that's in part of the internet sales. He's like the director of internet, and he's great. His daughter's in theater arts. So that worked for me, and we got to talk about theater, and I talked about Hollywood and Jim Carrey and all that stuff. He met Adam Sandler, so I don't know how he did that. But anyway, this is good. It's a big move in my life. I did not expect it to happen. I'm flabbergasted. So I've got quite a lot of work to do. In the meantime, I'll be doing food delivery until, I get drug tested and all the green lights are approved. And, they find out, I'm not Charlie Manson or whatever, you know what I mean? So if that all goes through, then, then I'll go forward from there. Nice little ski rack. So how it works with these car sales is he's confident that the Kia car will sell itself. If you absolutely just bomb, you get $2,000 for the month. If you just completely, it's something you just don't make any sales, you just get $2,000. You have the ability to make probably up to $10,000 on average per month. So that's the paperwork he showed me. That's pretty good. So now I'll just kind of tell you the logistics of a car deal. It's not really about selling the car. You'll sell the car. That's not how they make their money. So you would think that, oh, wow, he's selling a $49,000 car. He's going to make a lot of money. No, you're going to make $150 just on one big car sale. You make the money by packages, like you cover the tires. You get the extended warranty. It's packages that you end up selling. And those are the things that you learn. Obviously he knows it backwards and forwards, so it just spills right off his tongue. So you build packages on top of the car sale, and then you can walk away on one car sale making $1,000. And if you do hat tricks, that's $3,000 you can make easily in a day. So that, he's saying, oh wow, the end of the month you can make $10,000 or even more. That's because of those packages. If you simply just sell the base car, which you usually won't do, people will buy the packages. You want, like for example, Kia covers tires. I didn't know this. I learned a lot in the interview. Let's say you really mess up and hurt the wheel base of the car. You can get a package that will protect that. Some people want that. They might get in a wreck. They may go into a ditch and it hurts the wheel well. You can cover the wheel well package, and that actually increases the amount that you're making on each sale. It increases your commission. So you start stacking the packages on the sale, and you walk away with $1,000 commission. I chose not to do the yearly bonus, and I'll tell you why. So let's say something happens and you just part your way with the company. You don't get that bonus. The only way to get the bonus is if you stay with the company. We're talking like for 20 years and stuff like that. There's guys that have been doing it for 20 years. I made the right decision on that because you never know, anything can happen within a year. So I went ahead and opted out on the bonus. Now you can opt in on the bonus and you receive extra money once a year. It piles up. It's like a savings account is what he talked about. I opted out on that. So what I sell is what I get, but this is a salary position. So it is salary. when you're selling the car, because not all car sales are salary. And I remember working for Kia before. It was salary last time. So what it means is that you get paid no matter what you do on it. Some car places, it's commission only. You don't sell, you don't eat. So in this case, you do have a parachute, you do have a backup. But if you sell, then you start stacking the packages, and then you start making the big money. Guys can make $1 million doing this. They can easily do that. If they're very, very good at it, they can easily make $1 million. So, you know, the things that they come across that are troublesome is that I have to read about. So I'm gonna have to read about that kind of stuff. He did tell me about skating. Okay, that's what they talked about in Arlington, Patterson. They would get on to me for that. What skating is like a customer comes up and they originally talked to so-and-so. And you took the car sale and sold it, and then they gave you the deal. That's called skating. So what he does is he can find this stuff online, who the customer is supposed to go to. What he does is he lets them, this is really kind of painful. He told me this is what he does. He lets them work the deal from the bottom to the top, and it's completely sold. And then he calls them in the office, sets them down, and says, that deal is actually this customer's. That's why I got, in trouble with Revamp. Not me personally. That's why I left. I knew that was happening to me. Okay, I knew some guys were taking my deals. Every customer salesperson handles that. It's wrong to do. And every customer sales manager handles it. But when other people steal your deals, it's the same as them taking it right out of your pocket. And Linda knows it, and everybody knows it. The Revamp, there were other guys stealing my deals. Now, he knows it because of how the computer works. So he works that, and then he calls the sales agent. He doesn't fire him, but he says, congratulations on the deal. You worked it from the bottom to the top. You got them sold, but it's going to this guy because it's actually his deal. Skating is when you cut in front of the other salesperson and take that person's deal because originally they were supposed to talk to him. The car sells itself. They need the car. They'll buy it from anyone. But if it's supposed to be yours from the beginning and you were lined up to talk to that customer and they were coming back to talk to you and another salesperson takes it, that's called skating. So he lets them sell it and the deal's sell. Then he catches it and he gives it to the person that it belongs to. I was like, that's integrity. And that's the reason why I left Revamp. They weren't giving me what was owed to me, the sales that belonged to me. I caught a guy out in White Settlement because the message that he sent, it was sent on the customer's phone. And I had already talked to that house. That was my deal. And he had to set up an appointment with them. That's skating. I will tell. MacArthur Boulevard Baptist taught me, I will tell. I talked to Nick at Revamp about it. I went up to him, I said, hey, you were out in White Settlement. You're way out here in Dallas, because he's a Dallas guy. I was like, I was in Fort Worth, because Fort Worth is our office. I was in Revamp, I was in the Fort Worth office. I said, hey, I ran into a guy, but he showed me the text that you sent him. And I took a photo of it. He just kind of looked away. This guy was getting $19,000 a month with the company. I said, don't worry about it. That's what I told him. Don't worry about it. I said, congratulations on the deal. His name's Nick Wright. He'll be on the show. Now, you make the decision. I was choked nearly to death by a person one time. Money is a big game. Okay? Not the Revamp. It's a big game. And some people kill and some people don't kill. But you have to be able, you want to do the things that you love, or find a way to do it. So I do want to work with Kia. I do want to. I think they're a great company because I need to take care of my family. But I also need to find out a way to get the communication down so people aren't stealing from one another. Okay? So they did it. They're not going to confess to it. They'll go to their graves. They'd all kill themselves before they confess to it. I just sent a message to the manager. He has not replied back to me from Revamp. I reported them to the FBI and the Drug Enforcement Agency. There's a reason I did that. It is against the law to smoke marijuana in the United States of America. In all 50 states. It's against the law. He has not replied back. Revamp does not do drug testing. Kia does. So what it means is that, let's say you pass your drug test and you're good to go. Okay? Because I'll be drug tested. This is a game. It's a game. Who smoked the marijuana and who didn't? That's the game. The guy that didn't smoke the marijuana, that guy walks free. The guy that smokes the marijuana, that person goes to prison when it comes to companies. They can, depending on if they were selling it. Exactly. Oh, you're smoking it? Okay. Now the next step is we'll find out if you're selling it. Now, here's the game on it, okay? You smoke the marijuana, you pay the price. That's how it works in this state and in the country. Okay? All 50 states, it's illegal. Now, here it is. You get your sales job at your car lot. All of a sudden, your manager goes, we're going to need you to take another drug test. But I already took the original one. That's the time you need to walk. Because if you're in my game, we're going to find out. We know you smoked the marijuana. I know the guys did. But look, you're a suspect, a high suspect of possibly being a seller. And you got all these sales, so you know how to sell. So we're going to figure out how you sold your marijuana, Revamp. And you're under investigation. Welcome to RIB. We're not the army, buddy.